Hey, I'm Kev Hillman. Welcome back to Monster Energy Supercross as we're at the 4th round of the season. Kev Hillman's won 2 of them already. Can he make it 3 from 4 at Daytona Beach? As here is Kev Hillman warming up for 3 laps in qualifying. Let's see what he can do, if he can stay more upright than he could last season round this Daytona Beach course. He's getting hit by the blocks everywhere. That's a good start. Go over this little whoop section. And then we got a jump section. Just about alright from McDonald. Not McDonald, from Hillman. Get my series mixed up. As he had a superb race last time in Toronto. What a comeback. After the up and down performance in Atlanta. Just what he needed to do to reclaim the championship lead. With only 9 rounds, you've got to be consistent everywhere, finishing the top 5 everywhere. So you can't afford to have another poor race here at Daytona Beach. But he did actually finish well last season, but as I said, he had his issues, falling quite a lot. It's all just casing that final jump, trying to make it a triple, not quite working out. Let's go to the end of this lap. Daytona Beach, the only permanent race facility you visit on the calendar. Daytona International Speedway. Don't be doing that, McDonald. That's a decent lap actually. Second, 18.3. Now he did 15s last season. Let's bet 15 and be right up there again. That's too high a gear there. Really killed the revs. But he's keeping up the momentum, keeping up the flow on this lap. Despite being in too high gear sometimes. So yeah, he has good history at this course. Results wise, that is not how you meant to take that corner. Hitting all the blocks. Come out alongside 44, but then he's going to disappear again, is he? Looks like it. That's much better going on to this back straight with the jumps. Massive jump. Can't quite make it over that jump. Need to maybe take less speed into that jump to have a better landing, as that time using the blocks to go around the circuit. Don't often able to do that. As oh no, landed on the front. McDonald cartwheeling into the crowd. But the Daytona International, the only permanent facility, that racing facility that the Canada visits, but of course there's a very different circuit to the overs. Once again, that guy in front messes up the opening jump. A very difficult jump, but it's not 2 laps in a row. Don't expect to be seeing that as, oh, that's a massive jump. Needs to let off the gas a bit more before taking it. McDonald or Hillman? I keep saying McDonald. I've just recorded some MotoGP, so that may be why I keep saying McDonald instead of Hillman. I apologise. This is definitely Kev Hillman, the world-class motocross rider. Don't think he'll be trying his hand at MotoGP anytime soon. It's definitely McDonald's own at the moment. Let's see if we can scrub. Well, that's not bad. Look at that crowd go mental as well. Gets the old tannoy going as well. So we go drift it through those 2 left-handers. That's not too bad. Let's try it again for the crowd. Oh no! Yes, that's how Hillman ends his qualifying session. Way down the order with his fellow Hasfana Zach Osborne at the top with 14.7. Told you need to be around the 15s to be right up there. With Joey in second on the Kawasaki in the KTM. Or Smith in third with the Yamaha. Dylan Fernandez round out the top 5 as McDonald is, well, Hillman is down in 13th. In the mid-pad, just outside the top 10, so not a bad banker app. Just a shame he couldn't keep the flow up on the next couple, as you've got Gregory at the bottom in 4-2. So let's see if Hillman can do well. Unfortunately, be in the same heat as Osborne. Can he be in the top 9, though, in heat 1? So he is starting in the middle, revving up the engine, wait for the gates to drop. He gets underway. Not a bad start, but now we've got a very tight left-hander coming up. Well, he claimed a couple of riders, but Hillman making good progress at the start. It's in the top 5. Battling with RJ Hampshire. We've got Alvin Rayno up to 6th. Not bad at all. As all Travis leads. Someone gets into Smith, his title rival, in just a heat race. Very dramatic off. Minute of the heat race, and McDonald ends it going down. Or Hillman, Highside, or whatever his name is. We're going into the back of Smith, so he's behind Dylan Fernandez. Oh, and he's flying. Oh, fantastic start. It's all gone to pot. There were a couple of quick falls at the beginning. The next to that, as he battles his way back up into the top 9 to make it through. Then the top 9 go through to the main event. If you finish outside that, you go to the last chance qualifiers, where the top 4 go through to the main event. Where 22 riders do battle. They've all scored points. We do battle to win here at Daytona Beach. Daytona International Speedway. Not bad track to have on the CV. As winning that. As he is in 9th now, Hillman. Just needs to stay here for the rest of the race. Or hopefully do better, as you have a better gate position then for the main event. And he's passed in Fernandez. Can get past Lorenzo as well. He's a very tough customer though, as we've seen in previous events. And he's been shuffled out by RJ Hampshire as well. Is Hillman has as well as the beginning of the next lap. Gets up to, so he's still side by side with Lorenzo though. As he hits the blocks. One knocks him off, one knocks him back on. So that's fair. As he's in 6th just. He's got RJ Hampshire in front, goes into the top 5. Now he's got Daniel Walker. He's got Alvin Rayno in 3rd. What a race from Alvin. Never been right up there. Well, he is on this occasion, as all block gets hit in front by either Travis or Smith. On 1st and 2nd, but this is good showing from Hillman. Up there in 3rd after being way down the order, so he's definitely got speed around this Daytona course. As all makes that a double. That's much better how to take those jumps. As he goes to the whoop section. Sliding away a bit too much through the double left though. As he's catching up to Travis. Picking down the inside for 2nd. I think Smith has won this. As he's got 2 laps to go. It's across the line. And he does a 15.9 as well. That is very good pace. That is right up there with front running pace. And there goes Travis flying into Mars. He's been launched into space. But still rejoins in 4th after picking up his bike. Not too bad, as he thought Smith had won this, but look at Hillman battling for the victory in the heat race. Down the inside of Smith, blocks him off. No other loss between the title rivals. As he go onto the sand, of course we've got sand for a Daytona course. For Supercross. Not a good landing there. We're going to be setting up this for the double. Not quite. But he's still got the momentum going into the whoop section. Using the rear end slightly. Tries to cut off that 2nd corner, make it very square. So it's a superb run in this section. Look at that. Takes the lead from Smith. As he approaches the final lap of this heat. That's all. Hits the inside section. This last chicane is a bugger. And Smith showing that first jump is a bugger to land on as well as he goes down. Here goes Hillman into this jump section. Nicely done. Nice and smooth. It's got Lorenzo in 2nd after Smith's demise. Daniel Walker in 4th and Mitchell Anderson around at the top 5. And looks like Smith grabbing back 2nd though. From Lorenzo after picking his bike up. As what is Hillman doing? Just taking a little breather there after hitting the block. And he got to use 1st gear a bit more. So getting it down to 2nd, but it's really not helping the acceleration out the corners. To brakes very deep there. Get down to first for this corner especially. Get maximum acceleration heading into the jumps. So that's not a good section. It's going to allow Smith to catch up. That's less slidey through that double left. That's much better. Should hopefully lead to a good run into these corners. He's got a second half of lead over Smith. Lorenzo in third. Hillman once again playing with the blocks as he makes it across the line with victory in the heat. As you saw Smith falling once again at the finish, but he still finishes in second, 1.6 seconds behind Hillman. With Lorenzo in third, Mitchell Howson in fourth on the Yamahas. Then you've got Daniel Walker in fifth, Lee Kawasaki of Alvin Reno. Great race from Alvin. With Dean Fernandez in seventh, Travis Down in eighth in the end, and Melvin McCormick making it through, with RJ Hampshire having to go to the last chance qualified. Zach Osborne in 16th as well. We don't expect to see that. Let's see if we will see him in the main event though.
The world center of racing, the legendary Daytona International Speedway. Win here, and your name is forever etched in the history books. But first you have to conquer the sandy course carved out of the tri-oval. Hi everybody, I'm Ralph Shaheen. Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship is set to fight for the glory that comes with winning at Daytona. You can hear the cheers. He is the crowd favorite. Will that be too much pressure or the motivation for him to get the win? The riders are lined up. The gate is about to drop. Who will get the whole shot?
As you'd see, Hillman in pole, got a number one gate. Will be number one. Will he get the whole shot? Well, he didn't enter that first gear, so probably not. As you had Joey alongside him on the Kawasaki, but look at all the blocks being destroyed at the first corner, and that's claimed Smith. Smith is down. As what the hell is going on here? Are we at a rave? Or are we at a Supercross event? As in, it's like Hillman's recovering to the top five, is he? Is he alongside Christian Craig, his buddy from last year around here at Daytona? They can battle once again for most falls during the race. As he's third. Going on to the first proper. Adam leads on the Kawasaki. Then we've got Benny, top Honda. And oh, Hillman's cartwheeling towards the crowd. Cameron McAdoo now in third. We've got Daniel Walker behind on the Yamaha. And a very good event. Obviously loves the sand and the beach. There's all Hillman trying to get past McAdoo and down again. Picks his bike up quickly though, as he got Charlie Jones behind. So he still retains a top 5 position. That's not bad. We've got Chaz appearing for the first time this season in 6th. Alvin Reno as well just behind. As it's all going off again at the start of the race here at Daytona. Just like the heat races. He's got a battle for the top 5. And that's much better from Hillman, or not a good landing there. And they go much smoother through the double left, having a good run on Daniel Walker as he makes that a triple. Goes round the outside into the hairpin, goes up into 4th. And now he's got Cameron McAdoo in front. Oh, he did! But Walker with a nice move down the inside into the right-hander. As the first full lap is completed. We've got Cameron McAdoo up to 2nd. It looks like Benny's dropped back. As Hillman lands at this time. We've still got Joey leading, and just Hillman gets into Walker. Not liking that move from the Yamaha man on the previous lap. But he's up to 2nd behind Adam now, his former Kawasaki teammate. Runner-up last year, of course, in this championship. They didn't go one better, but it's not had the season so far. Looks like he's turning it around here at Daytona as Hillman goes a bit wide again into that hairpin. Oh, landed a bit too close to the jump then. Not a good run through the jumps, but over the whoops, a bit better. And again, in this jump section, he's very good. Having another good run. Despite casing a couple of those. As he's 1.5 behind Adam, the chase is on. He's got almost 2-second gap behind to Cameron McAdoo. Let's go through the final chicane. 14.7. Why couldn't he do that in qualifying? And Adam's down on his Kawasaki. Another victim of the opening jump. Now Hillman just about survives the jumps and is in the lead. This isn't like the Toronto where he's, ridden away. Or like in Minnesota, he's been gifted this lead. As he's been making mistakes, but everyone's been making mistakes. He's a bit like Atlanta. Cameron McAdoo still on a podium slot. Daniel Walker, Travis up to 5th. After he fell away in the heat races. So in a much better main event. It's not a good start though to the lap from Hillman. Maybe we can have a good section here through the whoops. That's much better. And then a wide arc. Struggling with the rear end, getting that power down. That's good for the photographers though. And then the double hairpin and the chicane to end the lap. Looking good. This lap is so much shorter than I remember. So I've been quite long on the calendar. He's still got mostly jump sections. And that main whoop section. And then the hairpins. It's always flying again. Is Hillman. He might not have his head attached to him by the end of this race. It's got Cameron McAdoo in 2nd, Adam in 3rd, Daniel Walker in 4th, and Travis rounding out the top 5. So the Daytona course is mostly about how you handle these jumps, these sections. Then you've got the hairpins as well. Make sure you're getting good acceleration out of them. Get it down to 1st gear. You've got a minor whoop section there, and then the major one coming up after these couple of jumps. So that's nicely done into this section. Oh, once again landed too near that jump. No case the next jump. Into the whoop section, kept the momentum up. And then you got another jump section for the hairpins and the chicane. Taking a wide line into that hairpin. Now into the chicane. It's got Adam back up to 2nd ahead of Cameron. Travis up to 4th ahead of Daniel Walker. It's over halfway through this race. It's looking like another Hillman victory. But you can't hold your breath around here. As we've already seen, it's claimed some riders, claimed some of the leaders previously. Claimed Hillman as well in the first couple of laps as he got adjusted again. This main event is Adam down to 5th. Did he have another fall? It's Travis up to 2nd at Cameron. As they're battling like a hell. We've got Daniel Walker, who was up to 4th, back down to 5th as Adam quickly gets past him as another block going awry. That's not a good mini whoop section. From Hillman and a bit wide. Oh, he's into the blocks. Totally ruined his run into this jump. And look at that, just killed the momentum. Not a good section at all from Hillman. Once again, this has fun. It's just a very quick bite. A bit faster than the Kawasaki, it seems. And Hillman riding good enough in the lead. As he's 9.2 seconds now ahead of Travis. He's retaining that 2nd spot ahead of Cameron. And Adam in 4th as we've got around 5 laps to go. It's probably going to be 4 laps. The calculations are right off the top of my head. It's all Hillman saving one there. And here comes Zach Osborne from nowhere up to 3rd. Once again coming alive in the race, leaving it last but not least. And the final quarter of the race comes from nowhere for 3rd. So obviously he did make it through in the last chance qualifier. He was nowhere in the heat races. Why up there in qualifying? Obviously a victim of the madness of that opening lap. And definitely has the pace, does Zach Osborne. He's coming alive here in the main event. just in time as well. Right on the tail of Travis. Ooh, bit of an endo there. On my side, trying to live up to his nickname, which he got because, of course, his high side in last season. Quite a lot of it. Especially here at Daytona. Surprised he did have his head attached to his head after that race. There's some back markers in front. As he dips back into the 15s, does Hillman. As he got this lap, then another. So he's probably got 3 laps left, does Hillman, to survive here at Daytona. There's Travis holding on to second ahead of Zach Osborne. Good job from Travis. Cameron McAdoo still in 4th. Adam not making the progress, so I'll say that. Now he's back up to 4th. There's this like Cameron might have fallen, so now we've got Carl Peters into the top 5. You see everyone else behind. And the main thing about Supercross that I think Hillman's learning here is if you just keep it upright, you're getting a good result. Just survive. That's what he's been able to do for the most part of this season. Even in Atlanta with all those falls, he's kept it upright for most of that race before it fell apart. And that's what he's doing here at Daytona, where it's very easy to fall, it seems. And Travis still keeping ahead of Zach as well. There's major rips in the corners. Let's go through chicane back into the 115, says this will be the penultimate lap of the race. Hillman keeping a good jump section. Oh, into the cartwheel. That's what those guys on the outside have seen that quite a lot this race. Guys can't really like that. Now Zach Osborne is up to second. Ahead of Travis, or was. Back down to 3rd now. Maybe had a fall. He's battling with Adam for that podium. Got Carl Peters in 5th. Takes the outside line, gets the inside line through the sand. Afraid able to get the traction out of that corner. But Hillman's doing it. Gonna stack the landing there. Afraid stands still, that landing. He goes over the jumps. And into the whoop section for the penultimate time. We've got 2 to go in this main event, which Hillman has just dominated in the second half of this race. Just took the lead from Adam on the Kawasaki, his former Kawasaki teammate. And there's not looked back. He's had a couple of falls, but everyone else seems to be having more falls behind. And his pace has been supreme as we go into the final lap of the race. Got Travis still in second, looking further back the end zone. Then Fernandez Ray down there as he gets into the blocks on this first section. So he actually has to take the whoop section into the hairpin now. As far as that does Hillman has Travis in second, Zach in 3rd. Pretty close for the podium though. Less than a second to approach Travis and Zach. Oh, and Adam up into 3rd. Osborne's made a mistake. Cameron McAdoo still ran out the top 5. Got ahead for Carl Peters again. Very good race. You can see not that far off the podium either. But then it is the final lap. A couple of seconds to make up on this final lap would be very hard to do. Hillman taking that wide line. Then you just accelerate in the middle part of those 2 left-handers so you can set up these jumps. Go hard at them. So giving a little blocks the nudge all the way around this course on this final lap, Hillman. But what a ride. Not a finish though. So we only have 9 laps in the main event here at Daytona International Speedway, but it's Kev Hillman at the top by 70.9 seconds ahead of the Kawasaki of Travis. Zach Osborne will make it 2 Husqvarnas on the podium ahead of Adam, and then we've got the Honda Cameron McAdoo upsetting the pattern in 5th with Joey in 6th. Carl Peters in 7th on the Suzuki ahead of Smith down in 8th with Benny in 9th. He's on the KTM as well. I thought he was on a Honda. Do apologise. Alvin Rayner ran out the top 10 on his Kawasaki ahead of Daniel Walker. Definitely a race to be on a Kawasaki, not a race to be on a Honda. Once again, let's look at those trio rounding up the field with RJ Hampshire in 20, Christian Craig in 22nd.
Those three were phenomenal. They definitely were the stars of the night and earned a spot on the podium.
As here is the 250 East Championship. Unfortunately, I skipped it after the race, but here it is on the menus with a 10-point lead for Hillman over Osborne, with Smith down to 3rd, Adam in 4th, Joey in 5th, round out top 5 on the Kawasaki's, and Mitchell Harrison top Yamaha in 6th. You have Alex Martin on the KTM. Then we got Dylan Fernandez, Travis up to 9th on his Kawasaki, ahead of RJ Hampshire, who drops to 10th. He's just ahead of Carl Peters. Cameron McAdoo up to 12th, alongside Christian Craig on 31 points. Then Benny in 14th, and Lorenzo ran out the top 15 ahead of Michael Cook. Alvin Rayner up to 17th, Daniel Walker up to 18th. Chaz in 19th on his Honda with just 12 points after being a title contender last season. Charles Costner rounds out the top 20, has 34 riders scored so far this season, with Donald Blazer at the back. As for getting to level 70, we now get Bronze 7 portrait. I know, very important news. So what a superb race for Kev Hillman. He's going to be nicknamed Red Plate after this season, as approaching halfway mark to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Can he keep the momentum up? As we see Welsh in the crowd is challenging Kev Hillman's name after the victory in the latest race. But it's 3 from 4 now. They better start learning it, especially for the 450 ranks. As you're on top of the rankings, you keep this up, victory is yours. High side on top, says Richard. Very good maths from him. Very good logic there as well. No one can stop you, high side. What's your secret, says Judy. Well, no one knows the secret, and if he tells you, he'll probably have to kill you, Judy, so you won't say anything. I've never seen a ride of this cab before. If you manage to keep this up, potentially it will be yours, says Louise. As when you're good, you deserve all of our support, says Jason from the last event. So very happy fan club for Hillman, very happy sponsor, very happy everyone at Husqvarna as well. Can he keep it up next time out Southwatch? And we'll find out then.